Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. Thank you all for checking in today. I also want to thank all of those who saw our Shadow Self message yesterday for the Super Blue full moon in Aquarius. I think we're just gonna push forward with how we used to do our videos. And so today we'll be looking at conflict, right? Before we used to kind of look at what was conflicting between our feminine and masculine self, or what was conflicting with another party that we were spiritually connected to. But if you watch the video from yesterday, you'll see the focus moving forward, I think, through at least this phase of our life, especially after this super blue moon, is to really focus on our own humanity, the self. Love you, hon. Sorry, my son said love y'all. The self as a human being. What that means is as far as how we think and how that manifests itself outward from ourself, sort of how we learn and what we learn, and sort of how to be as human as possible and be the best human we can possibly be, but allowing sort of our own intuition and our own intelligence, our own understanding of the world and ourselves, to sort of get us there, right? Because I feel like we're smart people. I feel like each one of us, even though we're a collective, we have our own thoughts, right? Our own ideas. And I think sometimes what kind of lets us down is that when we're trying to be our very human self, right? And sort of display our intelligence, or be more independent, when we try to just like be adult and be a human being and do what we have to do, sometimes some of our negative or just lower vibrational traits come out. Some of us are more impulsive than others. Some of us become, disorganized in the chaos that we're creating as we're trying to be more adult and figure out what kind of human we are and how we want others to perceive that, and sometimes we could just try to be so very different, or so very independent, or so very intelligent or intuitive, or just so very human, that sometimes we can become like unpredictable and start sort of doing things without thinking first, even though we think we're thinking about them. Sometimes we're not thinking through, and sometimes we're letting our intuition take over, a little too much, and not tapping into our own knowledge and our own intelligence, our own understanding of things. Hopefully that makes sense. Definitely watch the video from yesterday to see where we were at with that within our shadow self, and within the self that we hide from the world, the place where we keep our fears and our secrets and our deepest emotions, and things like that. So it's always good to understand sort of where that's coming from us subconsciously, almost, if you want to think about it that way. And I think today, we're going to see how sort of what we talked about yesterday displays itself out through our connections, as far as like conflicts, and conflict doesn't always mean a bad thing. Conflict just means how we work through things, right? How we handle change and challenge, and how we work through those things. And so we just kind of want to see what sort of conflicts you know, from the past, from our present day, and what we might stumble upon in the future that could affect this sort of new journey that, again, friends, we chose to go on, right? We made some decisions that got us here, on this new journey that we are on, that somehow has brought people's eye on us, and it can be a little stressful, and people can be a little judgy, and people will show us who they really are, and we could be hurt by that. But again, we chose this path, and honestly, with this gratitude card that came out yesterday, I think that even though it's a hard, tough road, a hard path, it's the right one. Okay, so just be grateful for good things and the bad things that happen on this path. So that's our little recap from yesterday. I wanted to make sure everybody saw those, so that if you wanted to go back and get the actual reading, you can. While I put my cards up to shuffle so that we can pick from our Kipper, which is going to tell us what's going on in the real world with these conflicts. What do we got to be careful of? I wanted to correct a few things from yesterday. So I was trying to say yesterday that Aquarius is an air sign with water sign characteristics, and somehow it came out backwards. And I said it is a water sign with air sign characteristics, and that is not the case. So either way, though, the explanation of that was still correct. I just didn't say the right signs in the right order in the first place. So I do apologize for that, friends. And also, our last reading together was actually a new moon reading, which still sort of makes sense because, you know, the moon goes in phases, and we can't get to the full moon without the new moon. And either way, it was a year ago around this time. So I just wanted to correct that, friends, while we get our cards together. I do, again, want to go live, y'all, like I said yesterday, but we're figuring out how we're gonna go live and read the comments and have it look good, and you know, me sort of be able to do this without compromising what I got going on in my my work life right now. So we're gonna figure this all out. All right, so right now we're gonna shuffle our Kipper, right? And how we do this is we're gonna pick from the top of the deck, or technically for us anyway, the back of the deck, or the symbol, what symbolizes the past for us. Okay, and then we're gonna cut it open down the middle. We're gonna pick from the middle of the deck. Okay, and that's gonna symbolize what's going on in the present. And then we're gonna pick from the end of the deck, and that's gonna symbolize what's going on in the future. Now, because I saw the card on the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and pick, because I don't want it to seem like I saw this card and I'm like, I didn't like that. And I will show you guys exactly what it is in a few. Let's pick, see what conflict is sort of still following us from the past. We have distant horizon. Okay, let's put this down. I think I'm gonna put them down first and then explain them to you guys. I think that's better. Okay, let's see what's going on in the present. And funny enough, this mature woman in reverse came out yesterday, and I noticed in the reading when I first picked up the deck, this poverty card was on the bottom, and I didn't even see that yesterday. I would have made a comment on it, but this lack mentality is really following us around. This is coming from the past but affecting us in the present right now. Sorry, I know you guys can't see it that way. So this poverty card is really an issue. This is all about a lack mentality, and just feeling like you're not good enough because you come from, an adverse past or something like that. And so here's what we have for the future. This is the coffin. Friends, let's see what's going on here. So in the past, it was almost like we were constantly on a journey that didn't have like an end to it. It's like we wanted to sort of drop our anchor in different places, but nothing ever stuck. Nothing ever felt right. We could never really create a foundation for ourselves where we were at those moments. I love that the 6 keeps coming out for us, because 6 is really about like reality, the world. You know how, some religious people will call people who aren't religious, people of the world, worldly people. That's what the 6 is all about. When we're talking generalized, like events in one's life, right? Life doesn't necessarily mean like living on earth. Life is just a life, someone's existence, right? So that's also why if you believe in the 666 being an evil number, the reason why 6 is a very worldly number. So three numbers together symbolizes the mind, body, and spirit. So very worldly in the mind, very worldly in the body, very worldly in the spirit. It is evil, right? So just a quick little side note, fun facts I like to do sometimes. But yeah, it's almost like you couldn't anchor yourself, right? You couldn't create a foundation. Nobody was really trying to support you in that or partner up with you in that. It almost seems like you're sort of on this boat going absolutely nowhere. Or you could feel like you weren't trying to go somewhere, but there just, again, was never a place where you could really anchor yourself and push through and do what you needed to do to make it stick, So I see that was an issue in the past. Let me give some examples. Like I like to use myself as an example when I do these readings, because I don't like to assume. I don't like to make up stories for people. I want you to read this or see this and hear the explanations of this and figure out how it pertains to you, because a lot of the times some of this won't pertain to you, especially if I'm creating my own story out of it, right? And telling you that that's what it means. But when we say, for example, my situation, when I was a teenager, unfortunately, myself and my mom didn't get along that well, and I had to leave my home at 14, 15 years old. And from then on, I never really lived back with my mom. And that time was very hard, sort of basically being a homeless teenager and just trying to find my way and trying to find, where home would be for me. And, another example could also be, trying to find that in family members when you're younger and never really finding that family member that's like your buddy. You know how people have like their best cousins or their buddy cousins or a sibling that they're really close with. So I never really experienced that. And so on my journey through childhood, I never felt anchored. I never felt at home. I never felt like I had sort of a real connection to this real world, earth that we call it, because I wasn't connecting with anyone here. So yes, however that pertains to you, please feel free to comment and let me know sort of how you think that would pertain to you. You don't have to be specific, but it's nice for the collective to see other people and see their examples and see if that pertains to them in any form or fashion. So present day right now, this here came out yesterday. Please go back and see what that's about. I don't want to waste you guys reading today. by going back and explaining fully. But this is right now we're really trying. We're trying so hard. Like, we are adults. We know that. We're adulting right now. We pay bills. We go to work. You know, if we have kids, we take care of our kids. We have partners, we take care of our partners. But it's almost feels like there is a strong feminine energy that sort of knows that we're in this healing process, right? Not really in the healing process, but we're practicing, right? We're practicing right now all the tools that we've gathered, all the things that we've learned in the last 2 years, that has helped us mature to where we are right now, right? And there's somebody or something, very strong energy that sort of knows that and will sort of poke the bear a little bit to see how far you are in this healing, because they're kind of immature too, and they're kind of still petty. They're petty. This is a petty motherfucker. Ooh, see, I was trying to come back and not cuss that much, but this is a petty motherfucker here. This is a motherfucker who is intelligent and uses their intelligence the wrong way. This is a person who will be jealous if they see another feminine energy sort of in their confidence and in their prime and things like that, and they'll try to compete with that person, because to them they're head honcho, right? Think of a monster-in-law. Okay, this is what we're dealing with right now. Okay, and if this is not another person, this is you, boo boo, and you might have to grow. You know, you might have to stop doing it. You might have to stop acting like that, because you're doing that because whatever, you know, situation this is for you in the past, this distant horizon, you know, never feeling like you could anchor yourself anywhere. That's sort of what, that's the energy that's sort of, what is it called? It's sort of instigating whatever this situation is right now, right? So it's just like, well, I don't belong here. Like, if this is someone else doing this to you or treating you this way or acting this way with you, it's sort of like, well, I don't belong here anyway. You know what I mean? Or these people don't care about me anyway. You know, if this is another person, they know you feel like that. And so they're going to play on that, on your insecurities. They're going to play on your healing and say, oh, you're healing? Let's see how far. And if this is you, it's just, there's still some stuff you're working on, right? And it doesn't even have to be that you're petty. Because again, we're talking about Aquarius energy, right? That is the energy, that is the foundation of this phase that we're talking about right now, at least this week, or until another full or new moon happens, right? You could just not be confident in who you are as the person that you want to be in the future right now, right? And that is okay. That is okay. But we just want to be careful of not allowing this to play out into whatever it is, that contract that we were talking about yesterday, that path that we chose to go on. We don't want this to trip us up. You know what I mean? So figure out if it's somebody else, if it's you, if it's both. It could be both. For me, it's both. For me, I still have work to do in the confidence department, right? Because I know what I'm capable of, but because of where I've come from, I don't think that for some reason, something in my subconscious tells me I can't get there. And even though I'm like almost there, like I'm in a space right now where I should be confident, because there's no way if I wasn't capable, I would even be where I am right now. But I still feel insecure sometimes. I still feel like imposter syndrome, like some sort of imposter syndrome. Like, do I really belong here? And that's because in my past, I didn't belong anywhere. And I'm a grown woman, and I don't know where I belong. So friends, I say that, just to give you an example and to show y'all that, I'm not, I'm growing and learning with you guys. The only difference is that I studied a little psychology in college, and I've been a spiritual being, ever since I was a small child. It's just in my culture. And so that's the only reason why I can read on these things. I'm not more special or anything than anybody else. I still go through things, right? So what does this mean for the future, right? The coffin, something is going to end, right? Something is going to end. And I'm hoping that it's this. Okay. That'll be the conflict, and the conflict that we're seeing in the future is that something may have to end, right? That we probably necessarily don't want to, but something may have to end. And when it does, though, I think we would have made it through this phase to turn this from being, the wrong way to being upright. Or at least in the middle. We can be halfway there, okay? But something has to end. Something is going to end. Something's going to close out. I don't know what it is yet, y'all. I don't want to assume, okay? I am not a psychic, y'all. My name is not Miss Cleo. You was not going to get your free tarot reading. Well, you might get a free one. It depends. Well, let's see. Let's not go too far in the future, right? I don't know what's going to end, but something's going to end in the future, right? And when things end, right? Don't look at the coffin as like someone's going to die. Please don't be so literal, right? It's just a symbolism for symbolizing an ending, right? But remember, I like that it's actually a coffin in a church with candles, because if you are a religious person, which you don't have to be to watch these videos, but if you are a religious person, you know that with death comes life, right? And even if you're not, if you're scientific as well, when an animal dies and they're on the grass and they decompose, guess what? They create more life. Okay? So something has to end. I'm getting a feeling we may not like it, right? Or if this is another person and not your energy, they ain't gonna like it. But either way, it has to end. It will. This is in the future. This will end. And that's going to be a conflict because somebody ain't gonna like it. Okay? Let me make sure my cards are where y'all can see them. Someone's not gonna like it. Okay? We don't know what the ending is yet. Let's not speculate. Hold on, friends. Hopefully, I don't see anything while I get up and try to check. Ooh, we're 23 minutes in already. That's all right, y'all. It's beautiful. Okay. So now that we know what's going on, right? Let's pull out the tarot, y'all. And the tarot is just... The tarot is, for me at least, just a deeper explanation of how this looks from the spiritual end of things, and the spiritual point of view of things. How this is looking, like if your angels or your ancestors or your guardians or however you name them are looking down, this is what they're seeing. This is their understanding of what's happening right now. I don't believe I have any special connection with the spirit world. I think that if anyone so chooses, they can be connected with each other, with their self, with the world, with the universe. I mean, we're all energy, right? We're all energy. No energy, nothing on this planet except for all the man-made things like plastic and things like that. But no natural organism on this planet is any different from each other. We all come from the planet. Okay, we're all energy. And so we all can connect. And I think it's you know what? These cards were coming out like this yesterday. Let's see what's going on. What's up with this? Ah, look. The Magician in reverse. What's the Magician? This is a major arcana card, y'all. This is like, when I see major arcanas, these are like the major points in our existence, right? It doesn't necessarily mean in our life or events in our life. It's just the major transitional points in our existence. And if you can see, the Magician is the number one, right? This is all about the self, okay? If you're talking like fire energy, right? You're talking about our confidence, you're talking about our ego. This is all about taking action and empowerment, just knowing that you can. I can and I will. Okay, I have all the tools to do whatever that I need to do, and that's what I'm going to do. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I know me. I know me. Right? I'm a professional, prophetic, baddie ass bitch. I know I can create whatever I want, you know, out of whatever resources that I have. There is no lack mentality that'll tell me that I don't have that. Well, that's what we would be saying if this was upright, and it did not come out upright, y'all. So whatever happened in the past, whatever this situation was where you didn't feel like you had a real place, that you stuck anywhere or anybody stuck with you, it really created a situation where you have, like, you don't feel confident in your ability to create with what you have, right? This makes me feel like whatever this was for us as a collective in the past, it made us, it forced us to stay in that lack mentality. Because if you're the Magician upright, you have everything you need right here. You got the air energy, you got that Pentacles energy, you got the cups energy, or the water energy. Pentacles is earth energy, wands is fire energy. Like, you got all the resources you need to make anything and everything happen. That's what that means. But whatever this was that was going on in our past, it made us feel like, damn, I ain't never gonna have enough to get to where I need to be. It made us lose confidence in ourselves, our power. It's not even confidence. This is our power. We don't know who we are. We didn't forget who we are. We don't even know. We never got a chance to see. Wow. Wow. That is so crazy. What is this on the bottom? We had a what's that, six of Pentacles on the bottom in reverse, y'all. Okay, that's all. When it's upright, it's all about growth and generosity and prosperity. Look at that. Yeah, we feel like we can't get anywhere. We're never gonna make it. Somebody told us that. Something made us feel like that, and that's fucked up. I don't like that, y'all. Okay, I don't like that. Let's see about the present. Ooh, 2. Isn't that how it came out yesterday on the second draw? All right, what do we got? Another wand. Yeah, our power's fucked up. We're not in tune with our personal power here. Golly. An Ace of Wands in reverse. Look at that. So look, we got the Magician. Oh, you see all that fire energy behind there? The wand is on the floor. Like, this is the foundation. Our power is the foundation in the Magician card, right? Our energy, our power, our fire. Look, present, our Ace of Wands. When this is upright, this is like high energy. This is like our energy in full effect. This is like whatever seed we planted is finna grow. Like, the seed comes from here when you're in the Magician energy, and then boom, it grows into an Ace of Wands, right? This is endless creativity. This is, again, taking all our resources and creating whatever we want out of it, right? Yeah, this is in reverse. this is in reverse. Some of us might also have issues getting pregnant currently, and that's why sort of we're in this energy. We mature woman in reverse, and with this Ace of Wands in reverse, some of us may be having trouble conceiving, or cannot conceive any longer, or cannot conceive at all. I'm getting a lot of fire energy, y'all. So if you are a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, I would say find a new doctor. Okay, and if it's true that you talk to a couple of doctors and it's for sure that you can't do that, don't be discouraged. Adopt. Foster care, foster care, foster care. I very much advocate for foster care. Okay, friends. If anybody needs to talk, please feel free to message me. But you do have to be following me. Okay, I don't let people who don't follow message anymore. Okay, so our energy is depleted because of this. Okay, or the other person, if this is another person just treating you all types of crazy and poking the bear and kind of being petty, it may be because they're in this energy where they know that they cannot create, right? They can't take their resources and make something out of it, right? Okay, they're not going anywhere else. Okay, their energy's fucked up. Okay, and if it's not another person and this is you, this is why this is happening. This is why this is a conflict for you presently, right? Where you feel like you're not able to grow into who you want to be, or you're not growing into who you want to be, or you're not using your intuition, you're not using your brain sometimes, right? You're fucking with your foundation. Okay, self-sabotaging. Okay, our energy is fucked up. We don't even feel like we might be somewhere in life better than where we were 2 years ago, and we still don't see what we have accomplished. That y'all need to watch that video from yesterday. Gratitude is so freaking important, y'all. No matter where you are right now, be grateful. You did good, and I'm proud of you. Look at that. We got another 6 coming out. Okay, another wand, 6 of Wands. Okay, this is upright though. Listen, what's happening right now is that we're coming from darkness to a whole new life. We're coming from this in our past, okay, from never belonging anywhere to not having no support and nobody telling us we're good enough, to a whole new life. We don't even know what success means, but we're presently right now working on it, y'all. And we're allowing whatever happened in the past to hold us back. We are, because we don't believe in ourselves. We don't even see what we created here right now in the present. We are rising up right now. Look at this butterfly rising up out of these burnt up ass sticks. This is 6. This is happening right now in our reality. We don't see it. This is blinding us. Y'all, come on. We gotta stop doing this to ourselves. Okay, let me check. I gotta check because, I don't got no iPhone or nothing. Gotta make sure we on good time. I just wanted to see what was on the bottom, y'all. Okay, what is this? The 9 of Wands. Is this another Wands? Wow, near completion, y'all. On the bottom. Remember, for today, what's on the bottom is the future. We're near completion, but right now we're just in a lot of doubt and fear. We need to gather up our strength, y'all. Get our little feet up these stairs. Ooh, when I did that, it reminded me of a Quiet Place. When she stepped on that thing. And I mean, think about it. Like, we got to get up here no matter what. We need to build up on our stamina here. We got to work this shit out. We got to work harder. I know that sounds crazy, but remember what I said yesterday. We chose this. We chose this. We want to be somebody. We want to be somebody. Let's look at the future. Ooh, I like how that came out. Ooh, another major arcana card in reverse. Y'all, Temperance. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like upright. And this is what? 14. I like to look at the numbers sometimes too. This is all about creating a new foundation of, you know. And this is all about healing, y'all. Okay, renewal. You know, look at how the tears come down into the fire. What happens when water hits fire? It creates smoke, air. You know, we really have to remember that life, we can't go any faster than what life is already going, right? When we try to put things, when we try to be in place somewhere before we're ready to get there, we end up sabotaging ourselves, right? You don't want to be nowhere that you're not ready to be. Okay, slow down. We still are healing. Remember, this came out in reverse. We still are healing. Okay, we still are healing. Okay, so with this Temperance card in reverse over this coffin, right? To me, this is telling me that the healing is going to be done. Okay, we're once we close out, okay, whatever this situation is, right? Once the situation comes to an end, okay, we will have a sense of clarity, right? Because we went through all this stuff, we fought through all this stuff, no matter what was happening, you know, we still did the hard work, even though we weren't confident, even though we didn't believe ourselves, we still pushed through, right? And I think what this is saying is that in the future, we're gonna decide that an ending happens, right? We're gonna decide to close something out, right? Because we are going to be healed, right? And we do not want this energy back in our life, right? In the future, we're going to be able to say to either whoever this, if this is another person, whoever this person is acting up right now, or to that part of ourselves, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to feel constantly stuck. I don't want to be always, you know, hurting. I don't want to be always like upset. I don't want to be creating, okay, more emotional damage, trauma, confusion, okay? Instead, I want my understanding of what I went through and what I've been through to work with my passion, to work with my power, to work with my energy and create something brand new and better, right? Y'all saying you're done. The future says we're going to close out on something, something's going to end, and we're no longer going to be in this space right here. We're going to let that go because we don't want to deal with that energy anymore. We're tired of that. Same old, right? Rushing into stuff. We're probably going to realize, you know what? I got this. I'm on the right path, right? I am intelligent. I know what I want out of life and I know how to get there, right? I'm going to learn how to slow down. And if that means I have to end something or something has to end, or I have to close out this chapter of my life so I can be in a better space to get to where I want to go, then so be it. Okay? All right, let me see. I didn't pull this out yesterday. So for this, I just want to get sort of, sorry y'all, I'm going to show you. These are our oracle cards, okay? I just want to see what our oracle says and what message we might get out of here. Let's see about the past, y'all. Did y'all see something flip? Where's this? Give an offering. So when I see give an offering on this from the past, you know, a lot of the times we don't like to face our past, right? A lot of the times we like to push it in the back and act like it never even happened. But I think sometimes, again, please watch the video yesterday. Sometimes we need to learn how to be grateful and show gratitude for our past, whether it was good or bad. And I think that sometimes it's hard to figure out how to do that I don't think anybody wants to celebrate hard times. I definitely don't want to celebrate homelessness or teenage homelessness. But I think in order to make myself feel better, maybe I could be more charitable, right? Maybe I could find a way to advocate for homeless teens, right? Maybe I can give back to that community, okay? Or I can do what I'm doing right now and talk about my past with people and see if anybody resonates, right? And see if they need support. But I think instead of running away from our past, we really need to figure out how to use that and make it a power. Like, give it power, positive power. If I was homeless in the past and that's what made me feel like I couldn't do it or be anybody, then now as an adult, right, I'm going to say I'm going to give as much as I can to any other homeless teenager. I'm going to advocate for the youth, right, and make sure that I turn this negative stuff from my past into something positive in my present, right? Okay. All right, let's get something for what's going on right now. Ooh. 2 again. What is up? Look at that. Earth. Then Pentacles, y'all. This is our foundation. What have we been talking about with this mature woman? Our foundation. Let's not sabotage our foundation. Let's not mess up our money, y'all. We can't have our money out here being funny. The economy's too crazy. Okay? We need to ground ourselves. All right? Motherfuckers is gonna try us. We gotta ground ourselves. Let's just do the chakra work. Chakra work means tapping back into yourself. You gotta touch your crown chakra, touch your third eye chakra. You know, let's check back in. Let's ground ourselves. Okay, let's ground ourselves. Woosah, woosah, y'all. Look what's on the bottom. Say a prayer if you got to. Woosah. It's gonna be all right. Okay, let's look at the future. I'm coming back, y'all. I feel it. I'm coming back. I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm coming back. Oh, shit. That flew across and came back. Nope. Okay. Usually I say whatever question you have, the answer is no. But y'all know what question you had and the answer is no. Okay, so y'all are going to be saying hell no to something, to an incubus, succubus that was on the bottom. Hell no. Look at that moon work under incubus, succubus. Okay, yeah, no, hell no. Y'all going to be saying hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, because you don't got time for that shit anymore. So an ending is going to happen. Something is going to close out in the future because you said no, because you tapped into your own power, because you found confidence, and because you decided you wasn't going to deal, you wasn't going to do that shit, you was going to deal with that shit, you was going to tolerate that shit no more. You don't need that shit. This doesn't belong in my journey right now. You said no. You said absolutely no. And for shits and giggles, because I love to do stuff for shits and giggles before we close out, y'all. This is our three-dimensional people. I like to keep it on the side for people to see and be like, what that mean? Right? So we can be petty. I really only bring these out when we want to be petty and start trouble, right? So let's not take this too crazy serious, but let's just, just watch out just in case. All right, let's get a three-dimensional person for the past here. Well, we got 2. It could have been a boss or somebody in that type of power position over you. A boss or a grandparent that made you feel like this. Okay. Grandparent, a boss, either somebody, okay, who's supposed to care about the well-being of their employees, right? Because we're the ones who make the money. Or a grandparent, so a more mature, maybe older family member who was supposed to be, almost like a parent, supposed to be taking care of you. Okay, let's talk about in the present. What's going on? So whoever these people were, they made you feel like you wasn't gonna be shit, and you couldn't have it. Fuck them. Even if they are your grandparents, fuck them. All right, how about in the present here? Ooh, we got a divine masculine. Ooh, divine. Ooh. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm gonna keep this up. Till tomorrow, y'all, if I come on tomorrow. But so a divine masculine is so this could either be happening to a divine masculine with this mature woman in reverse, okay, or divine masculine could be in this energy, okay, or you could be in this energy because of a divine masculine, okay. And a divine masculine is just somebody you have a spiritual connection with or a contract with. That could be somebody you got kids with or you're married to. Yeah, we gonna dig deeper into that. Yeah, okay. All right, so how about for the future, y'all? Ooh, that one got two. All right, you might be saying no to your partner, your wife, or your girlfriend, okay? That's not husband, that's not boyfriend, that says wife or girlfriend, and your child. Y'all, fuck them kids. Okay? Is that, yeah. Y'all gonna be like, fuck them kids. Okay? So it's to your child. No, I'm just joking, y'all. You know, I don't play like that. You gotta take care of them kids. But it's gonna be rightful. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be like they need something really important and you said no and now you're an asshole. But it's gonna be you putting your foot down and creating boundaries. So we're just creating boundaries right now. Right now, it may have to. You may need some boundaries created either for your wife and children, okay, or you might need to create some boundaries with your wife and children, and that's okay. That's okay. You may have to create boundaries if it's for your wife and children. It's for the greater good of your family, okay. And just to let y'all know, I am a lesbian. So yeah, so like in my situation, my wife, my child, I might have to say, oh no, we can't fucking do that. Absolutely not, because that's not what's for the greater good of my family. You fucking wildin'. Okay? Or it could be them where, you know, maybe I'm working hard and they're not pulling their weight, and I gotta say, wait a minute, hell to the no. You gotta do something. You gotta help me out, right? We're just creating boundaries here, and it's because we tired of this shit. Okay, we're tired of not feeling like we're not getting anywhere in our healing. We release this energy. We want something new. We're no longer gonna be, so we're putting an ending to that bullshit. All right, y'all. It was supposed to be 25 minutes, y'all. At 50. I love you. I missed you guys. Stick with me, okay? We got this. I'm gonna say sorry until somebody say it's okay. I missed you guys. Again, I'm not going to tell you to like or anything. I'm just happy if you made it this far and you're sticking with me. I love y'all. Tomorrow usually is like a healing message. So we'll see how we're going to go about that. I just want to go with the flow, y'all. I love you. Hit me up, comment, you know, share, send me a message. I love you. Bye. Bye.